Yo, what's going on, guys? About here back with a brand new video coming at you today, and today's video, as you can see, is Destiny in its alpha build. And basically today's video is going to be a review of Destiny so far as we're in the alpha build. Overall, amazing game, hands down. The graphics are just superb. I really enjoy the HUD, which is heads-up display. If you guys didn't know that, um, definitely, like, even though it's only in the alpha build, from what I've played, and if the rest of the game, when it fully comes out, is like this, game of the year worthy, 100%. It's so great. Everything about it, Bungie really made it's truly next gen. They made a true next gen first person shooter title, and it's outstanding. And it's definitely worth the $60 price tag that you would pay to play this game. So yeah, that's just overall, and now I'm going to get into the cons. Okay, so there aren't that many cons in the game, which is why I chose to do it first. Um, One problem that I really see, is, I don't know if you noticed, but when I'm not aiming down my sight, I move slower than I am when I'm aiming my sight, and I and I think I speak for 99% of the community, would rather move slower when you're aimed down in your sight than trying to turn a corner quickly, because you're not always aiming down your sight when you turn a corner walking around normally. That's one major con. I'm not trying to give Destiny any slack or anything, but it's an easy fix, I would say. It's still only an alpha build, and they can fix that. They can fix that before the beta even comes out. The other con would be there's this little system when you're playing for the PlayStation. You press the touchpad and you hold triangle down to go into orbit, so you can join your friend's fire team, back out, continue story, start up another multiplayer match, stuff like that. And the amount of time it takes to do that is a bit slow and can be a bit annoying. And that's really it for all the cons of Destiny. So we're gonna get into the pros. Okay, actually, before we get into the pros, there is one huge thing that I really do not like. The game, when you're playing multiplayer, it is heavily level based. Majority of the time, if you're a higher level than somebody, okay, let's say, when the game actually comes out, you're level 20, you're going up against a level 30. The level 30 player, has most likely better gear, because some gear you can only unlock at 30, and that creates better defense, stuff like that. Protects you from bullet damage, grenade damage, all that stuff. And they will also most likely have better guns that you can only unlock once you reach a certain level. So if there's a gun that you unlock at level 27 and you're only level 20, and that gun, let's say, does 75, 85 damage, and the current gun that you are using yourself is 40, hell, even 50, the person who is a higher level than you is most likely going to beat you in the gunfight, because they have the better equipment, because they're a higher level. So if you're not playing constantly and leveling up, you're most likely going to fall behind in multiplayer, and you aren't normally going to be as good, like, playing with other players, because people are going to level up and you're just going to be staying at the same level, having the same equipment. People are going to be upgrading their equipment, making it better, and they're just going to dominate you. So that's one major thing that I really don't like about the game. Okay, I know it did sound like I was nagging quite a bit there about the cons of the game, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons, 100%. There's only three real problems with the game, which I just listed. So anyways, the positives about the game. The game play is amazing. The graphics are superb and outstanding. The multiplayer, single player sort of coalition where they're together in one is a superb idea, and it's great, and it's a great leveling up system, and I really enjoy it. The HUD, for example, is well placed. It's not really in the way how other games like Call of Duty, for example, Ghost in particular, if you press the touchpad, you have the scoreboard top right of the screen, and you can have it stay there. And if it's at the top right of the screen, you're not seeing that top right of the screen. Whereas everything on the HUD except for just the score, which is the scoreboard, which is very small, and your weapon loadout thing to the bottom right, that's small, and majority of it is transparent, so you can see through it if an enemy is perhaps somewhere in the bottom right of your screen, which is really cool, really neat, really fun. It creates less distractions. It's very, very, very superb, and opposed to other first-person shooters is superior to them. Okay, so now another thing I really enjoy about this game is the double jumping, like what I just did. Basically, I double jumped and I was supercharged, which means I press L1 and R1. On my class, since I'm a Titan, I press L1 and R1, and I fly up into the air and I smash down, and it kills whatever is in the vicinity. And it may seem overpowered, but it's not, because you have to fill up your supercharged bar, which is right above the gun display in the bottom right, and you have to actually get kills, play the objective to fill it up. So it's not just, oh, every minute you get a supercharge and you can obliterate everybody. You actually have to work for it and try for it. On the other classes, like I think it's Hunter, you pull out the golden gun, which it's a one shot, one kill, and you only get it for a certain amount of time, but it is it only has 3 bullets in the gun, and it's like a sonar laser type of thing. It's really badass, and plus the golden, so it looks badass. And they have this, going off of that, they have this really cool and unique system where you can upgrade yourself, like your attributes and whatever, like the amount of damage you can soak up, your agility, your recovery time from getting damage shot at you. So as you level up, you can progress better as a player. And a really, really cool thing about this game, there's this place called the Tower, and it allows you, when you go there, when you get the money system, when you have money, not real money, obviously, but you go to the tower and you can buy special armor that makes your defense better. You can buy better weapons. But anyways, that's about it. Anyways, thank you for hearing me talk about this wonderful game for about 9 minutes. And anyways, I'm just gonna leave you with this. So, anyways, Vital out. Oh, and real quick before we go, I give this game a 9 out of 10.